John Deere has two methods for leveling the decks on the X300 and X500 series lawn tractors, and today I'm going to figure out which method is best. I'm going to first level the deck with the included gauge that measures the deck housing. But then I'm going to check my work using the John Deere deck leveling gauge that measures the actual height of the blade itself. And we're going to see which is more accurate. Before starting any deck leveling procedure, check your tire pressures. A few PSI can make a world of difference. My tractor wants 14 PSI in the front tires and 10 PSI in the rear tires. You should also be on level ground. I have drains in one of my garages, and while that's good for washing vehicles, the floors are sloped and that makes it really terrible for leveling a deck. I like to use my other garage without floor drains because the floors are actually flat, and that works a lot better. The first method is done using the deck leveling gauge that comes with your mower. You X500 guys can slide it right out from the deck height adjustment knob. And you X300 guys, I think it's under the seat. It's a little plastic gauge, a few inches long with a circular base. Set the deck height at 2.5 inches, and the picture in the little infographic right next to the leveling knob shows you exactly where you need to be for the leveling to begin. The checkpoints for leveling are illustrated in the owner's manual, and the order of measuring and adjusting is included in the infographic on the gauge itself. The 2 points across the back of the deck are noted by small little arrows sticking up, and that's part of the deck stamping. The front measuring point is right by the roller, and it's also stamped with a 3 because it's the third measuring point. Very clever, John Deere. Very clever. All you do is slide the gauge under the checkpoints one at a time and make adjustments to the lift arms until the gauge barely fits between the floor and the deck. It's pretty simple. Adjustments are made using wrenches, and you just keep going around to all the different points until everything is dialed in. And ideally, you want the front pitched just a little bit lower than the back for optimal cutting. I have another video that goes a little more in depth on the actual adjusting, and I'll throw a link up in the corner if you need more information. Now that I have my deck level according to the deck gauge, it's time to double check my work by measuring the height of the actual blade itself and seeing how different those two measurements actually are. This leveling gauge works by sliding it underneath the deck and pressing down on the lever on one end, which in turn lifts the other arm up to contact the bottom of the blade, giving you your height reading. It's a fairly simple device, and if you need to pick one up, I'll throw a link for it in the video description. You need to reach under and manually position the blades according to the owner's manual for this method to work. Starting with the side-to-side measurements, you need to make sure that the blades are running perpendicular to the mower so that the tips of the blades are at the edges of the deck. It's kind of hard to explain, but the manual's got a pretty good illustration, so I'll just throw that up and hopefully you get it. The first measurement went easily enough, and I found the difference between the two methods are about 1/8 of an inch. So I wouldn't say it's negligible, but the two methods are so far within the ballpark of each other. Now, just for fun, I turned the blade so that the tip was directly at the checkpoint for the first leveling method. I wanted to do a super side-by-side comparison to get to the bottom of this. And once again, I got very similar results, with the deck gauge showing about 2.5 inches and the blade leveling gauge showing just about 1/8 inch higher. Interesting. Now I'm going to measure the other side, and that's where things really start getting fun. Right now I'm using my tractor with a bagger attached to it, and the blade height leveling gauge doesn't actually work if you have a bagger in place on your mower. The problem is you need access to the tip of that blade, and with the power head bagger just sitting there, you can't get in and access the point that you need to make that measurement. So I pulled off the chute and I swung the power head attachment away from the deck to get a little better access to the blade itself. But that's not really fair, because now the weight of that power flow head is sitting way more outboard than it normally would be in normal operation, and that's going to throw off the measurement. So I ended up taking the whole power head assembly off and stacking it right on top of the edge of the deck along with the chute, which is very close to where it would be during optimal driving operation. I got my access to the blade, which I needed, but I feel like my measurements suffered because on this side, I noticed about 1/4 inch difference between the two deck leveling methods. This highlights a major shortcoming with this style of gauge in that you actually can't get a good measurement if you have a bagger in place. And a lot of people use a bagger. It's not that weird. The third measurement is taken from the front, and I use my long gangly arms to reach underneath and manually turn that blade once again so that it's running parallel with the mower and the tip is right in the front. Access is a little tricky, but not terrible. You just have to use your feelers more so than your eyesight. And this measurement proved to be about an 1/8 inch difference, similar to the first measurement I took. I think the blade tip measuring gauge is ultimately a little bit more accurate than the deck-based measuring gauge, but it isn't easier to use. Laying on the ground, turning the blades to the different orientations, trying to slide the gauge underneath, and not being able to use it with a bagger installed, I'll sacrifice a little bit of accuracy for ease of use on most days. The deck-based leveling gauge gets me close enough for what I'm trying to do. It comes free with the mower, it has its own storage area, and it's just so dang easy to use. Those are the two methods outlined by John Deere, but I want to know how you level your deck. Let me know in the comments below, and if you like this video, think about subscribing. I've got more content coming soon.